Hello and welcome to the seventh in CSW Group series of webinars, Inspiring Futures. This is a series that we're delivering in conjunction with the Careers and Enterprise Company, and each webinar is dealing with a different topic related to careers, the world of work, and transitioning out of education and into the workplace. So today we're going to be hearing from my colleague, career development consultant Helen Currell. If anyone listening wants to ask any questions, there's a Q&A box within Zoom, and we'll happily deal with any questions that we have time for at the end. So without further ado, I will hand you over to Helen.
Hello, as my colleague said, I'm Helen Currell and I am a careers development consultant with CSW Group. Thank you for coming along today. This is session 7 and I can't move my slides on, apologies. Sorry, Ollie, my slides aren't moving on.
Just go down there, that's it.
Okay, so session 7, what employers look for in an employee. So apologies for the slow start. This is where we will be looking at what employers look for in their employees. As Ollie says, we'd like to keep the sessions as interactive as possible, so please use the chat function to ask any questions and we will get to them at the end. So the outcomes that we want over this 20-minute presentation, we will be discussing employability. What does it mean to be employable? We are also revisiting the differences between skills and qualities that have been mentioned in previous sessions. We all have different skills and different personal qualities, all of which are important to demonstrate to employers when looking for work. But what is the difference between a skill and quality? And what are the skills and qualities that an employer wants in their employees? What are the most important ones to them and what are they looking for? And what skills and qualities makes you employable? And finally, we will be thinking about developing the skills that employers want to see in their employees and how we can do that. If we know a particular skill that an employer wants, then we can work on that skill and develop it as we are developing skills and qualities throughout our lives. So what does employability mean? Employability is all about having a set of skills, knowledge, understanding, and personal qualities that not only help you to find a job, but support you in being successful in your role. You are constantly developing skills and qualities as you learn and experience more. Some you innately have, but many skills are learned and qualities can be developed. By wanting to learn more skills and to develop our own qualities, we will become more employable. And employers want to see that you want to develop yourself in these ways. Different employers offering different jobs will be looking for different skills and qualities in their employees. So we need to look at job roles carefully and match the skills and qualities we have to the role. We need to pick out the ones that are relevant to that employer and show these to them when looking to work for them. So what is a skill and what is a quality? Skills might be considered as an ability or expertise that can be learned through practice, while qualities might be viewed as something more inherent, a characteristic trait, but which can still be nurtured and developed. So we can be taught skills, and we learn in lots of different situations, through school, through work experience, and through living our lives. Teamwork is a key skill that many employers look for. You could have gained this skill from working on a project in a team or through playing a team sport. Problem solving is another skill that employers may ask about. When have you been presented with a problem that you have solved? For example, a practical maths problem, or at home, working out how to get yourself somewhere for an interview, for example. Some employers will ask for specific skills. Computer skills are needed in most jobs now, but if you were shipbuilding, for example, you may have learned to use certain tools at school or at home that will make you more employable in this area. Qualities we might think of as things we are born with, a characteristic such as being confident or patient, qualities that we naturally have. But qualities can be nurtured and developed too. If we think about resilience, this is nurtured through our schooling, where we are given life lessons in becoming good at bouncing back when things do not go exactly the right way at the time, sticking at things when they are hard. Creativity is another example of a quality which you may have naturally, but that can also develop as you grow. Creativity is not only about being artistic, but can be about how you think about a problem, and this can improve as you approach more problems and learn from how you have solved them before. Qualities are more about what comes from you than what you can be taught. We need to be aware of both our skills and qualities when we think about our employability and how we present and demonstrate these to prospective employers. So, when asking the question, what are employers looking for? We thought it would be a good idea to listen to some actual employers and see what they say.
So in an applicant, we'd be looking for somebody that is naturally caring, is interested in learning lots of different skills about lots of different ailments and maybe illnesses that people may have in older life. Somebody that can work alongside a team or work on their own initiative.
We're looking for good communication skills. We're looking for somebody that can demonstrate empathy, that can really build a relationship with, obviously, with our patients, with their families and their carers.
I think the big thing we look for is people skills, technical abilities in there as well, but it's how you interact with the people.
For people who go into space science industries, the most important skill that they need to have is problem solving. And that's got to be linked with them being an independent inquirer. We've solved the problems that we've got now, but it's the future problems that we don't know the solution to that we want our young people to be working on through their careers. And you won't know what to do and you won't know where to go. But that's the time when you don't just give up or go off and ask somebody else. You sit there and use the knowledge that you picked up in all of your subjects at school to help you solve those problems.
Obviously, it's important to have a good educational background. It's not the most important thing though. Really what we're moving towards at Santander is more behavioural. So the values, the manners and the behaviours of the individual that we bring in. I think really for me it is being agile. Being able to work with change, being able to embrace change positively and move different environments, the ability and the adaptability to move to different skills.
You know, we're seeing these huge technological advances in our industry and we need students coming in who can work in that environment, that they're IT literate, they can research these trends and the way things are progressing. We're talking about drones, having our parcels delivered by drones, so that in itself is a whole sphere that should be interesting to anyone that's has an interest in transportation, computers, anything of that nature. So it's just a really, really exciting time to be involved in logistics.
So we heard from different employers from lots of different industries in that short film. There were employers who provide care, who work in construction, who work in the space industry, in banking, and one in logistics. Logistics is all about moving stuff around. For example, a supermarket making sure it has all of the toilet rolls it needs to meet demand so they do not run out. Did you notice that the different employers looked for some similar skills and some skills that related specifically to the work the organisation were doing? Did they mention any of the skills on this slide? They did mention technical skills. This could relate to problem solving or computer skills and was quite specific, but there were a number of general ones. Most employers will look for a standard level of education, and this will include maths and English. And they'll be looking for problem solving and communication skills, getting on well with others so you can work well in a team. These are all important skills in the workplace. What sort of jobs might language skills be important in, do you think? Or being organised? So what were the qualities the employers in the film were looking for? The employers in the caring sector were obviously asking for caring as a quality, being considerate and getting on with other people. And being considerate and getting on with others will help you working alongside other employees and in a team. All employers would want their employees to be conscientious and hardworking. If you are conscientious, then you want to do well in your job. Indeed, many of these qualities are valuable to employers. They want you to be enthusiastic and passionate about what you are doing. This will mean you will try hard. Some employers will, especially for creativity, and some for you to be enterprising. So thinking of new ways of approaching problems or making money, for example. The employers also mentioned adaptability again. We mentioned that before. That's all about being able to settle in and adapt to new or changing situations and challenges. Again, this links into resilience, where things might not be going as expected or as you want, but you can adapt to overcome what may be at first seen as a problem. And these are qualities we can work on and improve. We spoke before about qualities being personal. Outgoing is on this slide, and there are many of us who find it difficult to be outgoing. But this is something that can be nurtured if you are in the right job. It's about being able to communicate well when you need to, and that does not have to be all of the time. And a really important quality in any employee is that they are trustworthy, that they are honest and truthful. Now we are going to think about how we can improve our skills and qualities. There are lots of ways we can improve our skills and qualities, from volunteering, playing sports, having a hobby, working and learning. I'm going to play you another short film which shows lots of different things you may already be doing and can do to improve your skills and qualities. It's really interesting to see what skills and qualities these activities bring you. So the film we just saw showed some great skills and qualities that you can gain from certain hobbies and volunteering. This slide shows these and other ways you can improve your skills and qualities. What hobbies do you do, and what skills and qualities are you developing through them? Do you make models, which requires patience and attention to detail? Do you like gardening, which also requires patience and also creativity? There are so many things you do that you can find skills and qualities are being developed in, and the film showed you lots of these already. Volunteering is a great way of improving your employability skills, as volunteering is the same as a job, and so you gain real work experience from it while doing something really worthwhile. Volunteering shows commitment, as you have given up your time freely, generally for a charity or working within your community. You will be developing skills and qualities from being in a workplace, time management, communication skills, and depending on the role, if you're working in a charity shop, for example, customer service skills, team working, and many more. Playing team sport has directly relatable skills to working in a team, learning together on how to achieve a goal, being aware of each other and what our teammates need. Communication is key. Helping friends and family, such as babysitting, shows great responsibility and trustworthiness. You are in charge of a young person and making sure they are safe. Helping in the house may include using tools to fix things. These are practical skills and would link directly with a role in construction, such as carpentry. Have you done any work experience? Many of the skills and qualities you gain in a role will be transferable to another work role. Think about what you have done before and how it relates to other jobs. If you are thinking about going into catering, do pick up that recipe book and start learning to cook. If you want to study computing, think about learning how to code. This will all improve your employability. Blogging about your hobbies would help to develop your communication skills and show them off to an employer too. These are just some ideas on how you can think about improving your skills and qualities. Are there any other skills you would like to learn? What skills and qualities would this improve? Now let's think about what it is actually like to be in a workplace. What are the expectations of us as employees? Some of the expectations will be similar to those at school, but there will be other expectations too. Most employers will have a dress code, a bit like a uniform. Some jobs will need special clothing, or PPE as it's called, to look after you doing a particular job. But until you know whether you will be wearing this, you need to present yourself smartly. Check with the employer if you can, but you need to be clean and tidy, and your clothes need to be clean and smart too. Be punctual. That means be on time. A little early is best. And in the workplace, be back on time from breaks and get your tasks done on time. Be keen and enthusiastic. We mentioned these as positive qualities before. You have been chosen for the job, so your employers need to see that you are committed and want to do the best that you can. This means putting it in the right energy and being positive. Be polite and respectful. Another expectation of school, and one that I hope is the norm for you all. You may find yourself working closely alongside colleagues, so it is important that you have excellent personal hygiene. We said before, it's part of being smart for your job and respectful of your colleagues too. You need to take proper care of this, and it is all about being professional. And remember, if you're in your workplace and you do not know what to do or cannot remember how to do something, ask. No one expects you to know everything when you start a job, and part of learning is asking again how to do something and asking questions. If you don't ask, then you could make mistakes, and your employer does not want that. They need you to ask so you can get it right. Now, this last point is very, very important. Be careful on social media. Social media is easily accessed, and many employers will look at any social media you have as part of their research into employing you. Look at your settings and make sure they are private. This is simple internet safety advice. When you're in a job too, social media can cause issues if you're inappropriate, as this may not only reflect on you, but your employer too, and they do keep a check. If in any doubt about posting something, then do not post it. You do not know where a post or a picture may end up. Here are some ideas for where you can get more support and guidance in how you can both identify and improve your skills and qualities. If you live in Devon or Cornwall, then we, CSW Group, can help you. We have links with many of the schools here, so ask your careers leader in school. If you're being home educated, then you may be entitled to a one-to-one careers advice interview with one of us. You can contact us through our website for more information. Career Pilot is a young person friendly website looking at different areas of career development, employability, and labour market information. Labour market information tells you what types of jobs are available where. I Could is a great website if you like learning through watching and listening. They use lots of YouTube videos to tell you about all different areas of work. The National Career Service website needs a big mention here too. It has lots and lots of information about different jobs, how to write applications, how to write a CV, how to do well at job interviews, and much more. All about how we have, including information about what we have been talking about here, how to recognise your skills and qualities, and how to gain more and improve them. And if you are thinking about doing an apprenticeship, we highly recommend the National Apprenticeship Service website also. So I'll be going to your questions in a moment. I will ask my colleague to ask them for you. Do type them in now if you have not done so yet. Just to say first though, I hope this has been a useful session. Please do come to our next session if you can. It starts at 3:30 and is called All About Me, My Skills and Personal Qualities. So it follows on directly from this one.
Thank you very much, Helen. So very, very clear and useful webinar there, I thought. I'm just having a quick look down to our question section. I don't think we've had any come through today. So thank you very much for listening. We hope that that was of benefit to you. So as Helen said, we have one more webinar this afternoon, and our final employer Q&A webinar will be tomorrow. So do please come to those if you're able to. Other than that, thank you for attending, and thank you very much to Helen.